What's good, people? Welcome back to the video. Today I listened to Partynextdoor 2. We've got another album for you guys. Pretty sure this is actually his debut album. I think the first Partynextdoor was a mixtape, if I'm not mistaken. Said I was going to check this out for a little while. We've slowly been going through Partynextdoor stuff. We've actually done Partynextdoor 1, then we did Party Pack, I think like 2 weeks ago now, which was fantastic to sort of hear some older stuff that you guys let me know it was older stuff. But a few of you told me to check this one out. I've pretty much loved everything I've heard from this guy. And we've been doing a bit of OVO stuff here and there as well. Obviously Drake, I want to take that a bit further too. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this. I'm hoping for something smooth. We've got 12 tracks. I'm hoping for something great. Before we jump into it, guys, if you're new around here, please drop a sub. We're on the road to 3K and we're trying to hit that as soon as possible. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, description below, and of course drop a like and a comment on the video as well. I really appreciate it. But without further ado, just get into this, man. Partynextdoor 2. First track, East Liberty. Let's get it. I'm having some crazy production, man.
The summer's over, and we're watching the sun finally set. Cause you the only one the summer's over, and I feel the same way you do. Yeah, yeah. Come on, baby. Come on.
Yes.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Okay, so far I was going about introductions. Really nice, man. I'm pretty sure he's on the production again. It sounds like it because it's extremely similar. Let me know in the comments below if he is just solely on the production. Again, I'd love to know because that just impressed me so much on the first project we checked out. But I'm loving the vibe of this so far, man. It must be him on the production. You know it already. I can just feel like shit panning around my ears and stuff. It's just that experimental sort of shit which I'm fucking with. But vocals are smooth as hell as well, man. His tone. I'm blessed to listen to people with just fantastic voices on this channel so far. There's been so many, and he's just another one that's just ridiculously good, man.
Come on, baby, come home, girl. How you feeling? How you feel? Let a real one take the wheel.
Ooh.
Girl, the summer's falling, and we're watching the sun finally set.
It's like Silk, bro.
Yeah, it's calling your name.
He always does that.
Cruise out of the town in a rental. Listen in a silence crescendo.
Sorry to pause it again, but I mentioned in one of the other tracks he does this thing with his voice where he can come in really prominent and then he can cut it out with a smoother vocal, and it sounds like there's two different people on the track. It's weird. It just shows his versatility and that he's able to sort of he has such range that he's able to switch up the tone and make it just sound so different. Now I just appreciate it, bro. I'm loving this, man.
Cause you the only one summer's over, and I feel the same way you do. No, yeah. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on.
Okay, guys, that was East Liberty, track 1. Great introduction, man. That's got me just so excited. It's always an intro track for me that just like sets the tone in my mind for what we're going to go for. Production was on point. Again, really experimentals. Loads of crazy shit going on. Like I mentioned, different panning, just different distortions of sounds. And just his just silky fucking smooth voice, vocals, tone, everything about it was fantastic. Let's go, man. Let's go. Okay, track 2, SLS. Let's go.
She call me private party SLS. She fuck with Cali, Jacko with a bit. iPhone go silent like I need a strip.
Backing vocal.
Fuck that shit, you know I need
mad distortion.
I'm with a stripper and we in the church. Don't tell my dear mama where you were.
The atmosphere, the vibe he makes is ridiculous.
A lot of niggas in the game, but I cannot vouch for them. Niggas ball, but is it ballin' for you? POS, iOS too.
So light, do you know what I mean?
You know I got it for you. Call me private party, it's a let. POS,
Is that hat? And all the different crazy backing vocals.
She call me private party, it's a let. She fuck with Cali, just go eat it, babe. iPhone was silent like I ain't need a strip. But fuck that shit, you know I need to sit. But niggas telling on me to my bitch now. Yeah, a lot of niggas in the game, but I cannot vouch for 'em. Niggas ball, but is it ballin' for you?
bass is crazy, man. Okay, that was track 2, SLS. Enjoyed that, man. Enjoyed that. There was so many different layers going on. I don't know if you heard all the different backing vocals. There was like a normal backing vocal, then a really heavily distorted backing vocal as well. Just created such a big sort of scope for so many different sounds going in and out. Just that constant hi-hat running through as well. Big fan of that, man. Big fan of that. That was dope. I really enjoyed all the layering of the vocals. I know I just said that, but I appreciated it. That's one thing, you know, I mentioned in the last track. All different kinds of fucking tones and range and madness, and just creates something beautiful. Something beautiful. Right, track 3, Sex on the Beach.
She see your body, yeah. Girl, you so sexy. I think everyone should see you. Everyone should see you in the open. Keep it open by the ocean. Yeah. Lipstick wrapped around my lemonade glass. Staring right at her but don't know what she's at.
Okay, I thought this is building anticipation. I'm really struggling to not hear the Disclosure track. I can't remember which one it is now. It's a track with Sam Smith, I think, or someone else. It's one of their biggest tracks. Whether they sampled this or he sampled them, I don't know. Don't crucify me for that. Someone just let me know in the comments below. But I can't remember for the life of me what track it is, but I can't seem to get that out of my head. I'm enjoying it. I'm just imagining the drop in that track because I'm a huge fan of Disclosure, and that's all I'm imagining. So I hope it doesn't sort of affect this tune, but let's keep going.
Finally and I'm finally wasted. All I'm really trying to say is we could quit delaying all the sex in the ocean. All the sex on the beach. All the sex in the open. Girl, you so sexy.
It's a very moody track, man. Again, very atmospheric.
All the attention on you. All the sex in the heat. Yeah.
Okay, that was track 3, Sex on the Beach. I enjoyed that. I did like it. Not gonna lie, I really struggled to get that other tune out of my head, and also I think because I probably prefer the other tune that I know by Disclosure to that. I felt like I was almost waiting for something to happen a lot of the time. It felt, for the first time ever, I'm going to say this in a not so positive way, that it did feel slightly drawn out. I don't know, yeah, it just felt very repetitive and like I was constantly waiting for something to happen, and I don't know whether it's because I know another track and that's sort of influencing me slightly, because I know how that track goes crazy. I've seen it live and it's nuts, so maybe that might be slightly swaying it. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think of that track, whether it's one of your favourites or not. I will definitely give it another listen, but just based off that first listen, it was just lacking a bit of something for me personally, but is what it is. Okay, track 4, Her Away. Let's jump straight into it.
So I'm gone, yes. We hit the club, niggas cups full of jealous.
I love it already.
We in the back and we
I love that drum, man.
She gets down just like
That's what I mean though, it's weird sounds like that drum, and this fits perfectly. That saxophone in the back as well.
Shawty said she bought the South City come up. She wasn't on a run, now she run over run up. See them dark skin girls with them light skin crews.
There's so much space in between things. So spaced out. That drum is killing me. I'm loving this, bro. All the different elements. That sax is back. If I remember correctly, there was bare saxophone in the first project we reacted to. Okay, that was track 4, Her Way. I enjoyed that. It's probably one of my favourites so far. I just love the production, man. I love all the different experimental sort of instrumentation, those little drums. That saxophone that I believe has made a comeback from the past project. Loved how sort of spaced out the production felt. There was so much room to manoeuvre amongst that. Vocals are really smooth, but I really enjoyed that one, man. That was definitely a vibe. Definitely a vibe. Right, track 5, Belong to the City. Let's get into it, man.
Put all these shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I met her ear one time, tryna tell her I rhyme. She heard it all. You heard it, but you heard it all. I'm from the city, where you ain't got love to love.
Now, what is that? Do you know what I mean? So many different sounds, bro.
I'm from the city.
It's climbing. That's so hard. Bring everything down. That really deep backing vocal, it sounds quite evil. Oh, bro. So atmospheric. I'm using the same words a lot, but so atmospheric, man. Woo. Hey. Okay, that was track 6, Belong to the City. That just felt extremely brief. It was only 1 minute and 38 seconds on, so that explains it. That really frustrates me when there's a track that's fucking great and it's just not long enough, which it wasn't, because I was in, man. That little like fucking great impression of that noise, but you get what I'm saying. I fuck with that. Again, I love listening to shit where there's always new sounds, new things to learn, and I really enjoyed that, man. Really, really enjoyed that. It felt like it was going somewhere too, and then it just sort of ended. Disappointed, but bit class, man. I think if that was a bit longer, that might be one of my favourite tracks off the project, honestly. Okay, halfway through. Track 6, Grown Woman. Let's go.
Sitting courtside to the game she play. I'm chilling most times.
Sitting courtside at the game she'll play. It's got the bars, bro. I don't pick up on them too much, but the patterns he has are crazy for the production, bro. Woo! Oh, no. You scratch, I'm dead, bro. You scratch, I'm dead. I love scratching. I don't know what that sound is when it's dropping, but it just reminds you of like Travis. Brockhampton did it as well. Nah. Scratching's killing me, bro. It works so well. I discussed in the previous reaction that I love this shit when it slows down and goes all distorted. Okay, that was track 6, Grown Woman. Again, bro, that's probably the most hyped track so far, and it might have just been the different use of sounds. I absolutely love scratching. I fucking love it. And he just threw it in the back. It wasn't even too crazy. Just added like a perfect another element to it. I always get frustrated, well, not always get frustrated, but when artists add so much and try to be too experimental, and it's too intense, it's too much. And with like the likes of Partynextdoor, and there's a few other people as well, that sort of can chuck in these things and they don't sound out of place, you know, they're on the verge of like some stuff might be too much, but he adds elements perfectly and there's no excess to cut off, like it's all there and it works. And that scratch work, that sound, I'm not going to imitate it, but I think you know what I'm talking about. It gives me like, I want to say sicko mode, maybe obviously the Count 4 sicko mode. I don't know who originated that sound, but you know, Travis has used it, and as I mentioned as well, Brockhampton have used it too. It's just like an instant like hype switch that just gets turned. That's not a switch, that's a knob of some sort, but you get what I'm getting at. Yeah, fuck with that, man. That was hype. Big fan, man. Right, okay, track 7, FWU, which I presume is Fuck With You. Let's get it.
When we arguing, it's just me and me. I was hard at home, working 3 to 3 scenes like another time. And if you think about me, I'm about to think about you. Yeah.
Slow start. There it is. Spoke too soon. A lot of anticipation building, man. He was worrying me for a quick minute. Bro, big fan of this, man. Not gonna lie, like I said, he was worrying me. It took like nearly a whole half of the song, or a full third of the song, to really build anticipation, but I called it. I said anticipation is building, then more elements come in, and then just bang, it just hits you in the face out of nowhere, and he's quite good at doing that, to be honest. I'm loving it. To be honest, that build up, it did scare me slightly, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking, where's this going? I shouldn't have questioned the man. I'm fucking with it, man. I'm fucking with it. I love it. He's got this way of having this like hype tracks that are also extremely smooth and sort of light at the same time. And I think that's down to his vocals and his just, well, it's just R&B, isn't it? But it's like it's a more intense, different version of R&B in my opinion. But I'm fucking with it, man.
Nigga, you don't want that nigga, but I need a bad bitch that's hotter than me. You can holler at me. I'm still trying to find you.
Sirens going off. Air horns. Okay, that was track 7, Fuck With You, or FWU. Big fan of that, to be honest with you. I really did enjoy it. I felt like the build-up was a bit too much. I felt like it was just, like I said, it worried me a bit too much. And I know I keep saying that, and at the end of the day it redeemed itself. But I still feel like it was maybe just, I don't know, just didn't grasp me straight away. I enjoyed the drop. I loved throwing in the air horns and all that sort of shit. Not gonna say it was one of my favourites so far though, honestly. Like I said earlier about a specific track, but let me know in the comments below your top 3 tracks of this project. I'd love to know. And then I'm gonna find out what mine are at the end of this, but yeah, I'd love to know. Okay, track 8, Recognize, featuring Drake. We've already checked this out, like not even that long ago, maybe a week ago, so if you want to check it out, I'll link it in the description below. We're just gonna listen to it anyway. I'm gonna cut it really short. We're just gonna vibe out. Yeah.
You got niggas,
This bangs, man.
and I got bitches.
This did go in the
You
playlist.
got niggas. I want you to turn up on me every night when I see you. Better recognize when I see you. I really
This is the sort of build up I like, but there's more, I don't know.
Light skin got his new do. Cause I've been rolling with a skunk all day. All these bitches know that you're my nigga. I ain't tripping off of any of your niggas. Cause I don't care about your nigga, 4 nigga, 5 nigga, 6 nigga. I ain't give a shit about shit, nigga, girl. That's you got niggas, and I got bitches. I want you to turn up on me every night when I see you. Better recognize when I see you. I really want you. Hit the club for you.
Yeah, shout the girls from the east and know what's good with me. Shout the ones from the west know what's good with P&D. Stories of you and your girls is all I hear. Who do you fuck in the city when I'm not there? I know your time. Let's plan something out when I come back from Europe. I gotta get you those snow tires for your Mercedes. I'm glad you reminded me, baby. All of these things slip my mind, it's been crazy. Bite on your shoulder, I know that's your favorite.
Okay, that's track 8, Recognize. I'm going to cut that relatively short. What a fucking banger that is, bro. That's great. Drake's verse from that as well. It's a great track, man. Great track. If you want to check out the single track reactions in the description below, like I mentioned, like every album, and there's something I know we've already checked out. Right. Okay, track 9, Options. Let's jump straight into it.
Met you in Houston, but you're from Atlanta. New York from Pennsylvania.
What?
Something.
This beat is ridiculous.
It's like I knew what I liked. I'm right, I know what I like. Sex tapes off you and actress. Trying to get you wet like a Baptist. I need all your love right now, but I'll wait.
Okay, what on earth is going on here then? That production's ridiculous. That's the last thing I was expecting from him. Listening to the rest of the album, or the first sort of half of the album, for the first 8 tracks, I'm losing my train of thought. It's really dark, very eerie. The vocals are a bit different as well. They're very prominent but very low, and the production just feels very evil, man. Quite industrial. I'm really liking it. I'm really liking it. It's the sort of shit I love, but I just didn't expect it from him. Fucking with it, man. I'm really interested to know where this is gonna go. That beat is ridiculous, bro. He must be on the production, surely. Someone let me know in the comments below, but he must be, man.
Yeah, you got options, babe. No, you got options, babe. Party is an option, babe. Fuck the hug and kisses.
ridiculous.
Fuck the huggy kisses, baby. This is for my real bitches. You got options. Tell they hating nigga, shut the fuck up.
Competitive, but apart from that, it's just great. The beat was great. Hats off to whoever made that. I'm gonna say that P&D made it. Great, man. Such a darker vibe, such a different lane that I hadn't necessarily heard him in before. Yeah, just felt a bit, you know, just a bit dark and grimy, a bit evil almost. The production, just what he was saying as well, just a lot of shut the fuck up and multiple other things. But yeah, just painting a very dark sort of image with a very sort of, yeah, I keep repeating myself, yeah, eerie production by part of that, man. That was dope. That was really, really dope. Okay, track 10, Thirsty. Let's jump straight into it, man. What's that sample? That, what is that? It's like dubstep. So spaced out, there's so much room between stuff. Listen.
Open up to me and drop your guard, I need the proof.
It's crazy. Another sample running through with these vocals. Woo!
Does he kiss you, girl? Does he kiss you, girl? Does he love you? Tell me what he does.
This is crazy. I'm having way too much fun with this project, bro. Okay, that was track 10, Thirsty. Favourite track on the project so far. Easily. It's weird, I listened to Rodeo, last 6 tracks were amazing. This, Options, was dope, really dope, but that was crazy. But this and Options so far is up there, and I really enjoyed East Liberty as well. But that was just mad. The more experimental, slightly darker stuff, I'm enjoying more. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm just enjoying him in this lane. I'm enjoying him, man. Just the different production, like I said, quite industrial sort of experimental stuff going on. That sort of like that noise that sounded like fresh off fucking Skrillex's album or something that somehow managed to slide into that track and it sounded fantastic. So fuck knows, but that was sick, bro. I loved how spaced out everything was. Again, like I mentioned before, production, it was so crowded, but it was alright, you know. Probably on the verge of one more element, would have been a bit too much, but again, there wasn't much excess, man. I enjoyed that a lot, enjoyed that. Right, track 11, About It. Let's jump straight into it, man. We're gonna have like the 4 last tracks, gonna be crazy.
She call me like she can't wait. She wanna nah. I give it to her that way. Right now, nah. We poppin' roll to the strip. Grind down that dick, I brought her back to the crib. Skip the folk, man, she laying down edge to edge.
Ooh, it's a bit lighter, man.
Your body is pure.
He's really good at cutting shit out and bringing it back in. The impact it has when it comes back is crazy. It's feeling a lot smoother though, it's feeling like a bit of a ballad. P&D ballad. Love it when it feels like the wheels are falling off. There's been a malfunction. Okay, that was track 11, About It. Interesting, not gonna say it was one of my favourites. It was definitely, I think coming off those last 2 tracks, it's sort of always going to be a slight drop off, isn't it? Especially when stylistically it changes, but I thought it was really smooth. Like I said, just a classic sort of P&D sort of love song ballad, except he mentioned multiple girls throughout, so I don't think it was for anyone specific, but I fucked with it, man. I did enjoy it. I just came off a mad high from the last 2 tracks, to be honest with you. Right, track 12, last track off the project, Muse. It's been fun, man. I'm gonna say the same thing I say every project. I don't really want this to end this listen, but we're gonna jump straight into it, man, and see if he goes out with a bang.
Yeah. Girl, I can see you're stressed. Come rely on me for sex. Keep your thighs in line and hold on. On my mind full of liquor, trying to think of all the reasons not to mind those niggas. Fuck with a winner, once inside, but you gon' deny your nigga. Where you at? Wouldn't really wanna be that other nigga. Where I'm kissing her slow.
Is there another awkward drum pattern that you can't really decide how to bop to?
Why you with me? I've been coming in and out, getting by till I saw you. Nah, ran into you, pull of you, drop my smoke. Fuck I'm doing, pulled up on you, pulled up on you, pulled up on you, baby. Don't hesitate.
Crazy erratic, man. Okay guys, that was track 12, Muse, the final track of the project. Honestly, I don't think it went out with too much of a bang, honestly. That's just for me personally. It's probably going to grow on me a bit more. I just felt the drum patterns were really erratic and sort of hard to grasp slightly. And I felt like with P&D and with other artists, I just feel like I need to bop to it. And I just found myself feeling really sort of like awkward and out of sorts, which is maybe just like my lack of rhythm, I'm not entirely sure. But I just feel like it felt a bit erratic and just not all quite there personally. I bet this is going to be like one of your guys' favourite tracks. Let me know in the comments below. I'm definitely going to give it another listen. I'm going to check it out. As soon as I finish recording this, I'm going to go outside and I'm going to listen to this again anyway. So I'll update you in the comments if anyone tells me that I'm an idiot for not liking this track. Not I don't like it, actually. I do enjoy it. I think the elements of it were great. It just didn't quite grasp me, to be honest with you. I think I'm just on a mad high from Options and Thirsty, to be honest with you. But yeah, man, it was dope. Anyway, Partynextdoor 2. Bro, that was really great. Really great. I really enjoyed that. There was some real standout tracks in there. Again, it's sort of just infinitely proved P&D's skill, man. Production wise, I'm still sticking with the fact that he produced this. Production wise, crazy. Vocals, the way he was sort of layering stuff, it means that he's advanced a lot more since the first Partynextdoor, just the self-titled. I don't know which one I prefer. I honestly probably prefer Partynextdoor, but I think that's just, it's one of those things where it's like your new shit is never good as your old shit, to your old shit is your new shit. And I feel like if I listen to more Partynextdoor, I'll probably enjoy this one a bit more. But it's my first listen, I'm going to listen to it again. Like the first project I've listened to a bunch of times, and I'm in love with loads of those tracks, so it's difficult. But I think overall he seems a lot more polished in this one. It seems like he was experimenting even more than the last time with different sounds, different instrumentation. But overall I think the scope of it sounded fantastic. Again, I'm really happy that he carried on being experimental and he didn't sort of fall into the lane of just doing what everyone else is doing, and I hope that carries on throughout the project I listen to. Let me know in the comments below if that is the case. But I really enjoy this, man. Standout tracks, Options, Thirsty, great. East Liberty, really fuck with that. Recognize with Drake as well. They're probably the 4 standout ones to me. Track 2 as well. Track 2, SLS. Don't shoot me for not remembering that. I had to scroll up. You know, there's a lot of tracks, you get confused sometimes. But yeah, they're probably the standout ones for me. Again, I'm gonna listen to it again, and that might change, man. But let me know in the comments below what your guys' top 3 tracks are off this project. I'd be really intrigued to know. And give me some insight on the project itself, and let me know. It might give me a bit more insight into my own listen of the project. But overall, really fucking dope, man. Probably go 7.5 to an 8 out of 10, I think. I'm not gonna go for a 9. Maybe a 7.5. I just feel like it's one of those ones that's going to grow on me a bit more, I think, to be honest with you. But I really did enjoy it. There's some really massive standout tracks that I've actually already added to the playlist as I've been recording. Anyway, guys, if you liked the video, drop a like. If you enjoyed my stuff, a point you want to see me again, then please drop a sub. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, description below. If you have any requests for any Partynextdoor, anyone else, chuck it in the comments below. For the meantime, guys, I've been Charlie. This has been Partynextdoor 2, and I'll see you in the next one.